warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, how are you today? I hope all of you is fine. My name is Laisa Dewi Isnawati and people usually call me Isna. On this occasion, I want to tell you about an amazing story. And this story is about Jalaluddin Rumi. For someone who likes literature, this name is certainly familiar. So, who is Jalaluddin Rumi? Jalaluddin Rumi, better known as Rumi, was a poet, Islamic scholar, theologian, and Sufi mystic who lived in the 13th century. He is born in Balkh, now Afghanistan. He is widely known for his poetry writing in Persian, especially Masnavi, which is considered one of the greatest works of Persian literature. Rumi is also known for his Sufi teachings, which emphasize love, longing, and spiritual pursuit. His influence extends beyond national and ethnic boundaries, and his work has been translated into many languages, making him one of the world's most popular poets. So, that is a story profile of Jalaluddin Rumi. However, on this occasion, I would like to tell you about Rumi's spiritual teacher, namely Shamsuddin At-Tabrizi. Who is he and why do I also want to tell him? So, Shams ad-Din or Shams Tabrizi was a Persian Sufi poet and mystic who was the spiritual teacher of the famous poet Jalaluddin Rumi. While Rumi is now throughout the world, not many have heard of Shams, the person who inspired Rumi to write his most beautiful lines. Jalaluddin Rumi, a prominent poet and Sufi, and Shamsuddin Tabrizi, his mysterious teacher, had a very deep relationship and changed each other's lives. Their meeting in Konya around 1244 AD rocked Rumi's world, where Shams challenged Rumi's thought and beliefs, teaching him about divine love and spiritual beauty. Although their relationship was sometimes full of conflict, Shams' influences encouraged Rumi to create enduring works of poetry, such as Diwan-i Shams at-Tabrizi and Masnavi Imam Nafi. Shams then mysteriously disappeared, leaving Rumi in sorrow, but their legacy lives on in the teachings of love and longing that continue to inspire many people today. Although not much information is known about Shams' early life, it is believed that he was from Tabriz, Persia. He is known as a charismatic figure, full of energy and intelligence. Shams had a deep influence on Rumi. He challenged Rumi thinking, opened his horizons about spirituality, and helped him to rediscover himself. Rumi, previously known as a theologian and Islamic jurist, was transformed by Shams into a profound mystical poet. The relationship between Rumi and Shams is full of dynamics and mystery. They love and respect each other deeply, but also experience conflict and disagreement. Their closeness sparked jealousy among some of Rumi's disciples, who felt threatened by Shams' influence. So, here's a little story about both of them. One evening at a time, the evening sun danced over the city of Konya, painting orange and purple colors in the sky. Jalaluddin Rumi, a prominent scholar, sat pensive in the courtyard of his madrasa. His usually radiant face looked sluggish. His eyes stared at the expanse of grass which was starting to get dark. He felt empty, even though he was surrounded by loyal students and a stable life. His teachings, which he had carried with enthusiasm, felt dry, like dust floating around without meaning. Shay, a student voice broke the silence. Are you okay? Rumi smiled weakly. I'm good, son, just tired. Suddenly, a tall man with sparkling eyes and slightly messy hair appeared in the doorway of the madrasah. He was wearing a simple robe, but the aura that radiated from him was so strong. It was intoxicating. That Shamsuddin Tabrizi. Then, in a loud and enthusiastic voice, Shams said, "Yeah, Jalaluddin, are you still trapped in the cage of your mind?" Rumi asked, "Who are you?" And Shams is answered, "I'm a mirror that will show you who you really are." That meeting changed everything. Shams, with his sharp, metaphor-filled words, rocked Rumi's world. He challenged Rumi's thinking, tested Rumi's beliefs, and forced him to see the truth outside the boundaries of the teaching he had upheld. One day, in the midst of a passionate discussion, Rumi asked Shams, "How can you be so sure of what you say?" Shams smiled mysteriously, then he replied, "Because I have seen it with my own eyes, felt it with my heart, and then seen it with my soul." Shams talked to me about divine love, about beauty that transcends the limits of reason, and about inexpressible spiritual ecstasy. He invited Rumi to abandon all form of pretense and find his true identity. He guided Rumi to dance, to sing, to express himself freely, without fear of other people's judgment. In a trembling voice, Rumi said, I, I feel like a bird that had just been freed from its cage." Then Shams answered, "Fly, Jalaluddin, fly as high as the sky." However, their relationship was not always smooth. Shams, with his harsh and unpracticable personality, often frustrated and injured Rumi. Differences of opinion and quarrels are inevitable. One night, in the midst of heated argument, Rumi said, "You are driving me crazy, Shams. You ruined my life." In a gentle voice, Shams answered, "Only by destroying the old you can you build a new you, which is more beautiful and more radiant." Their meeting and inspirations are repeated many times, full of drama and mystery. Shams disappeared and reappeared, leaving Rumi in deep confusion and longing. However, its meeting and inspiration deepened Rumi's understanding of love, God, and himself. Finally, Shams disappeared forever. Rumi was destroyed, but he was also reborn. He wrote poetry full of love and longing, which still inspires millions of people around the world. He became Maulana Rumi, the great Sufi teacher who teaches each the beautiful and depth of divine love. Well, in the year 1248, Shams mysteriously disappeared. Some sources say that he was killed by jealously disciples of Rumi, while others say that he left Konya to avoid conflict. Shams' disappearance brought deep sadness to Rumi. Rumi wrote many poems expressing his sadness and longing for Shams. These poems have become one of the most famous works of mythical literature of the world. So, the story of Rumi and Sham is a story about a spiritual journey full of challenges and transformation. It is a story about the search for identity, about the power of love, and about the beautiful hidden behind sadness and loss. So, this is amazing story about Jalaluddin Rumi and his spiritual teachers, Syams At-TABRIZI. For the closing, I want to give you a poem that written by Jalaluddin Rumi. In one of his poems, Rumi said, "All perfection and beauty that is visible in humans is a reflection of God's attributes. As the bright moonlight reflects or the clear river. Creatures or humans are like clear water in which the attributes of Allah are visible, in which Allah's knowledge, justice, and gentleness are reflected clearly, as the light of the morning star reflects in flowing waters. I think it's enough. Thank you for listening this story about Jalaluddin Rumi and Syams At-Tabrizi. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.